Hello everyone, my name is Hilda and I'm the HR expert. And today we're going to be discussing top 10 things to report to human resource. A lot of times it's just important for the supervisor or manager to just report these items. Do not take on that responsibility. They're high risk and it's just not not worth the time for you to go in and try to handle and investigate, because a lot of times it's just better to leave it to the experts of human resource. They do this every day and it's important for them just to handle and investigate each item. I do recommend that after this video, I will have a second video, will be part 2, to discuss the last 5 items to report to human resource. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and start with item number 1. An allegation that an employee was not properly paid or that he or she pay was subject to an improper deductions. So anytime that you hear an employee having payroll issues, which is something on their paycheck, deductions were not properly done, you just report it to human resource and make sure that they can also follow up and talk to the employee, make sure that if they have any questions, answers that human resource can do is a lot easier and better for them to handle. And number 2 is a refusal by the employee to perform a task because of he or she believes is unlawful, unethical, or unsafe. If you're working with an employee that tells you, I have to do this task, I'm working on this project, however, it's unethical, it's unsafe, and this is how they're feeling, it's very important that you just report to human resource, and that way you can let them go ahead and look into, investigate whatever is necessary steps to do. Number 3, a request for leave absence for medical, family, military, or any other reasons. This is very common. It happens all the time where an employee is talking to their supervisor manager and saying, hey, I might be going through some kind of procedure, I'm going to take some days off, and you need to report this to human resource. You have to make sure that human resource is aware that there is a medical procedure, there is some kind of medical reason why the employee will be out for a couple of days. There's a lot of liability, there's so many risks where it's important to properly administer when there's a leave. There's so many leaves that by law we provide, as far as providing FMLA, CFRA, and we need to make sure that is properly administered and the employee is aware of all the rights as well. And the following one is an allegation of discrimination, harassment, retaliation, or other unlawful conduct. So if you hear any type of discrimination, anyone saying something that they shouldn't be saying, and you believe that is some kind of discrimination, there's some kind of harassment, or if an employee says, I was harassed, I was discriminated, and you overhear it, you need to report these items to human resource. Let them run their investigation, make sure that they take care of it properly. And the following one is an accommodation request for a physical, emotional condition, or a religious belief, practice, or a pregnancy, or any other reason that an employee is asking for a accommodation. It's important for you to make sure that you immediately report it to human resource, and from there you could go ahead and let them figure it out. A lot of times HR does this every day, so they know, they're the experts, they know how to administer any kind of accommodation, and normally the human resource representative will work between the employee and the manager, make sure that everyone is aware and everyone, is it going to be approved? It's not going to be approved. It's the whole communication. The human resource normally will take care of that. So all you have to do is report it to the human resource department. So that is my first 5 items to report to HR. And I suggest that you follow me on my second video, part 2, to finish off the last 5 items to what's important to report to human resource. See you next time.